Ricky. Check. On train. Deuce.
First carry for Darius Geis. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 30, 10, touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, 79 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for, because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt.
Here we go. 30 base. Rapid. Check. Recon, 132 fighter. Hit it.
On first down, pass, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Hey, Orbit. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bass. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Ready?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Go. Mike 22. Hey, watch the leg. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Hey. High 7. Mike 22. Hey, watch the slat.
Operating from the gun. Bass. He's going to launch this thing way downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins, he's got it. It's Spiller. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Mike's 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Yes. Hey, exit. 22.
To throw on 3rd down. Bass, he wants it all for the end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a give, right side. Foreman. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Go. Hey, wahoo! '57's the mic. Watch 57. Deep rip.
From the gun, Bass looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Time to go, night. Like 22. Hey. Who's coming, Mike? I got him. Mike's 22. I'm coming.
On third down, Bass. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
59.
Now Haskins to throw it. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Get ready.
To throw on third down. Haskins. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a 1st down.
And a Redskin 1st down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Geis. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Washington.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Score Redskins 14, Buccaneers 3.
Geis showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down now, Foreman. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get this back to just the 20 with a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot. check Mike, Mike 6. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Mike 6. I'm coming for you. You mine. Hey, check Mike 6. Let's put him on. Hey, Alpha. Let's put that team on the bus. Mike 5.
Operating from the gun. Bass. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Pick me up. Here we go. Look at me. Zipper. Motion. Bravo. Go.
Throwing on first down. Bass. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go. Mike's 59.
2nd down, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
On 3rd down, Haskins. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
59, Mike, 59.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st down, this is Geis. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. The point after is good. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones,
in trouble here, and down he he goes, back at the 8-yard line. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League.
Hey, check Mike. Hey, Haywood. Pick your game up. Snap.
Looking to throw on second down. Pass. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Charlie, crunch.
From the gun, Bass. He's got Evans. Mike Evans, he's going to go. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 62 yards.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
53 is the mic.
Back to throw. Bass. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
22's coming, Mike. Smooth. Mike 22. Target. Mike 22, he's coming.
To throw on third down. Bass. And this is caught by Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Looking to throw. Bass. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's go. Go. 53, Mike 53. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check. 53. Speed grip.
To throw again. Bass buying time to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 28-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Geis, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Echo. 53's the mic. 53. Now. 53. Here we go, D. Get off the field. 53's the mic. 53. On the ball. On the ball.
Throwing again. Bass escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, 27 yards. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go! 18 Gator. It's time to win. It's time to bust. Protein spill. Hey, it's orbit. Yo, go! Me, I got this. Now.
Operating from the gun. Bass is going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Yes! 53. Hey, zoom. 53's mine.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Bass. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
53's the mic. Get it.
From the gun, Bass. Eluding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Deron Payne able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The throw over the middle, taken in. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
Hey, wahoo!
Operating from the gun. Bass is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, seam 6. Ready.
From the gun, Bass. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 35. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Kill. 59's Mike, 59.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on first down. A carry for Foreman. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. The Redskins send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor, and they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Mike, 53. 53.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bass. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, Haywood. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. 53's the Mike. 53. Hey, Charlie. Shoot.
Operating from the gun. Bass. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And it's fielded at the 34. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
So with a big gainer anyways, they'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down at the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Now Spiller. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. Now a run with Geis. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty. But it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Play action. Haskins. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field. Smooth. By 56. By 56. Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense. 56 to Mike.
To throw again. Bats. And he finds Howard complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
5.
From the gun, Bass. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Ready.
On fourth down, Bass. Going to throw right side here, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Bass looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Bass. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Come on, set. 8, read. Watch the slant. Hey, high 7, 5.
On 1st down, Bass. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, Zoo. Mike 22, Mike 22. Right here. Mike 22.
Throwing again. Bass, flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
53, Mike. Record.
On 3rd down, Bass, he's going to let it fly. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Haskins going to try to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Mike the 59. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Slam. 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 No. Off. Go. Dash. Go now.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Motion.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Get wide. Go. Ringo.
From midfield now, Haskins. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, seam 6.
From the gun, Bass. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball.
Here we go.
So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
53 is the mic. Fair. You remember me? Let's go, man. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Bass. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
On the ready.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, check Mike 57. Hey, Alpha. 57. Yo, faster.
On 4th down, Bass. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Bravo.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. 57. Mike, 57. I'm on. 57. Ready?
From the gun, Bass. Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head back home